Happy Thursday, Rutgers. I'm Jayne Chacko. We've got a wonderful show lined up for you. It is Thursday, September 21st, 2017.
Weather Watcher Jayne will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day.
Christy Lyons will tell you all about RU Info's Lovebirds.
I'll talk with Carrie Wilson from OffCampus and Community Partnerships.
And Morgan Ciani will paint the town scarlet at RUPA's Scarlet Harvest. Looks fun.
Let's start the show. You're watching Wake Up Rutgers on RUTV. How's that?
Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this kind of sunny but also kind of cloudy Thursday morning.
I'm your host, Laura Palacio, here to wake you up every Thursday morning this semester with all of the exciting news, events, and weather.
And I'm Jayne Chacko. I'm so happy to have you here, Laura.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here, Jayne.
How's your morning going?
It's going so far so good. I skipped breakfast, unfortunately, so a little hungry, but I'm sure I'll get through it.
And how's your semester going, too?
A little stressful, but again, I'm just excited to get involved with RUTV and, working and, de-stressing because my academics are, really tough this year, so.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Like, it's getting, it's cracking down. Are you a junior or a senior, or what year are you?
I'm a junior.
Okay,
yeah.
This
a transfer student, non-traditional, but, just, getting my degree, so.
Yeah, this year is definitely more about taking those core classes and trying to build your resumes to balance internships, extracurriculars, class. It's a lot to handle, actually.
Absolutely, which is why, I like to get my workout in daily and de-stress and get involved as much as I can, which is why I'm here.
Yeah, and what else do you do to de-stress?
I like to run. Over the summer, I was really training hard, running about 4 miles a day.
Wow.
And I like to hang out with friends when I have the time.
That's so cool. Running takes a lot of stamina and a lot of endurance. I picked up running during the summer too. And it's good to do it during the neighborhood and when it's sunny and when it's nice out and even when it's raining, and that is like perseverance to go when it's like raining inside.
It really is, yeah, absolutely. And
speaking of perseverance and just like getting through everything, we actually have a really interesting pair at RU Info, at our very own RU Info, and it is these two people who actually met and fell in love, and now they're together.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and we're actually going to see a little bit about them, these two lovebirds in RU Info. But before we go to that, we're going to take a little time to see how much you know.
Where is the Rutgers Food Pantry located? We'll find out the answer right after this break.
Some couples meet at a bar, some meet through mutual friends, and others, believe it or not, at the RU Info call center.
I started working at RU Info when I was a freshman in college, so back in 2007.
Also a freshman, 2008.
We started working together, we started becoming more friendly, and then we had a little bit of a secret romance here.
My favorite thing about Jessie is how funny she thinks she is. And she's very compassionate and warm, and she's a great person to be with all the time.
He's also very compassionate. He puts others always first before himself. He's very generous. He loves his family, which I really appreciate. And he just will give you the shirt off his back. He will give anybody anything. We have a couple of the women that we worked with who are in our wedding. We had a lot of fun times, a lot of fun parties. We used to have RU Info parties, exclusive. We were here a lot, so we had a lot of memories here, I think, in general.
I guess one thing we can learn from Jesse and Joe is that you never know what could come from a little networking in the office.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked where the food pantry was located. It's at 39 Union Street and is open between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Carrie Wilson from Off-Campus and Community Partnerships is stopping by later in the show to tell us more.
Wasn't that those lovebirds so cute?
Yeah, really adorable, you know. I hope I find my Prince Charming somewhere in RU Info.
Well, you can, maybe in RU Info, maybe right here on RU TV, one can only dream. But as the Cheetah Girls said, you don't need a prince or you don't need a princess to save yourself, so you can always just do it yourself.
You're right. You're right.
Speaking of a great group of people like the Cheetah Girls, we're going to go to some news and events and talk about that. A team of Rutgers students, graduates, and alumni from the Rutgers School of Business have won the Holt Prize of $1 million for social entrepreneurship for their transportation network solution, Roshni Rides. The team of 4, comprised by student Gia Farouk, new graduates Hassan Usmani and Moneb Mian, and alumni Hana Lakhani, sought to make a reliable transportation system for refugees in South Asia. The team won when they pitched their idea at the Holt Prize 2017 final at the United Nations in New York City. The idea was to take existing independent rickshaws or taxis and centralize them to make a transportation network that makes commuting accessible, affordable, and reliable. Refugees buy preloaded cards called Roshni cards that prevent the previous practice of price gauging, which makes rides unaffordable. The team compared it to buying Metro cards in New York City. A refugee's lack of transportation limits access to healthcare, education, and even places of employment. But Roshni Rides says it hopes to provide dignified transportation for a dignified life. You know what? It's so great that this group of alumni students are doing something that actually makes an impact, and that refugees in South Asia have an opportunity to have an affordable and safe transportation system.
No, I totally agree. I feel like Rutgers alum are always looking for innovative ways to help out, those in need, and just representing us, for example, in the UN. And I mean, our very own RUTV's Olivia is at NBC doing great things. So.
Yeah, Rutgers alumni and Rutgers students are so talented, and they're like in so many different parts of the world. Like, speaking of NBC, I know there are like 30 different Rutgers alumni there. Like, that's crazy that everyone is so talented.
Absolutely, and it's just such a large network of students. We really do help out each other at times, so it's great. And
like, speaking of helping out people and helping those in need, something. It's great that there's an initiative going on with the Comfort Pillow, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. The Rutgers community has launched Project Pillow. It's a drive intended to help those affected by hurricanes in Texas, Florida, and the Caribbean. The drive was started by Lisa Scott, a staff member at Rutgers, who said that the sense of comfort a pillow brings is critical. So far, Project Pillow has been able to collect 200 pillows and counting, with the help of drop-off bins being placed all over campus. Although the pillows were originally intended for victims of Hurricane Harvey, Project Pillow has extended to also include those affected by Hurricane Irma. As of now, the chance to donate a pillow is still available, along with any other essentials that could help those affected by the hurricanes. I mean, the way that a pillow makes me feel at the end of a very stressful day is just amazing, and like, I can't imagine the amount of stress that these, people are feeling after losing their homes and like all their belongings.
That's so true. Like, even though a pillow is just like one part of your bed or just maybe one part of your morning, not having one is such a huge change in your daily routine. So I definitely love this initiative of donating pillows for those in need, and just the idea of like what comfort a pillow can give you.
Yeah, I really hope students, get out there and like, get these pillows. I mean, I've seen the boxes out on the Cook Douglas Student Center, so I really hope that they just fill up.
And it's great that they are donating. Like, students are getting so involved. Speaking of a comfort that a cool pillow can give you, relaxation. With the cool weather approaching, be sure to take advantage of the last few warm days with some free outdoor yoga. The free classes are held at the Livingston Plaza every Friday from now through October 13th from 1 to 2 p.m. Be sure to bring your yoga mat, water, a towel, and some comfy clothes. By attending the yoga event, you also enter in a chance to win 2 movie tickets to the Rutgers Cinema. For more information on this event, visit ruevents.rutgers.edu. So, Laura, have you been doing any yoga lately?
You know what? I actually have, and I found it to be extremely difficult. You know, most people think that it's, just stretching, but in reality, it takes so much stability and balance. And when I was doing it, oh my God, I was sweating.
So true. Like, you need to have upper body strength and core strength to really hold those different positions.
Absolutely, yeah.
And have a peace of mind as well.
And also knowing the positions in and of itself. I mean, if you might strain a muscle if you're doing it wrong, so.
But it's always great to be a beginner and to just take it easy and jump right in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Another way to relieve stress is laughing instead of yoga. So laugh your troubles away with RUPA next Thursday, September 28th, is the first performance of the year in their A Night of Comedy series. Come out to see the comedian Mike Birbiglia at the Bush Student Center multi-purpose room. Wristbanding starts at 6:30 p.m., so be sure to get there early. The show starts at 8 p.m. For more information on this upcoming event, be sure to keep up with RUPA on their Facebook page or on their website, rupa.rutgers.edu.
RUPA has just so many great opportunities and so many good events, like this one with the comedian coming.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to a RUPA event myself, but I hear amazing things about them, and I always see them show up on my news feed. And I can't seem to find the time to make it to these events, but everybody looks like they're having so much fun. But
speaking of great opportunities, I heard your interview later is going to be really exciting with Carrie Wilson, right?
Yes, I'm really excited. I'm an off-campus student myself, so I'm sure I'm going to learn so much interesting things from her.
That's great. I'm excited to watch the interview too. So, Rutgers, we'll see you right after this break.
Did you lose your ID? Not sure of what to do? First, send an email to lostcard@aps.rutgers.edu to suspend your card so no one else can use it. Next, visit one of the RU Connection offices to have your lost or stolen ID card replaced. There is an office located on every campus. Rutgers Hall on College Avenue is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Bush, Cook Douglas, and Livingston campus housing offices are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. The Public Safety Card office is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Fridays. You will need to pay for your new ID with $20 in RU Express. If you don't have RU Express, you can go to the cashier's office next to Rutgers Hall before getting a new ID. Make sure to provide a form of unexpired government-issued photo identification when asking for a new ID. It's that easy to replace your ID. Make sure to keep it in a safe place so you don't lose it again. For more information and a more detailed explanation, visit pst.rutgers.edu/rules.php.
Welcome back, Rutgers. You may be watching us as you are getting ready for the day.
If you are, be sure to know the weather so you can dress accordingly. Nothing is worse than freezing your butt off in class.
Luckily, weather watcher Jayne is here to help. But before talking about the local weather, I just wanted to ask you, what do you do on a rainy day?
On a rainy day, I make sure I get the comfiest sweater out of my closet, put on my red rain boots, and, walk out the door.
Well, it's great to know about the local weather, but we also want to know about what's happening in the Caribbean. So, Rohan?
Thanks, guys. Well, it's pretty bad in the Caribbean right now. We have a hurricane there. We have another hurricane just east of us, and there could be another one brewing near Africa. Let's talk more about that. So we have Hurricane Maria, which is just past Puerto Rico right now, and we have Hurricane Jose, which is about 150 miles off the coast of Massachusetts. Hurricane Maria is a Category 3 hurricane right now. It hit Puerto Rico as a Category 4 with winds around 145 miles an hour. It's gone down to 115 miles per hour, and it has caused power outages throughout all of Puerto Rico. As far as I know, not a single person in Puerto Rico has power. So it is really bad there, especially because they've been impacted by Hurricane Irma before. So Tropical Storm Jose, 150 miles off the coast of Massachusetts, as I said. It won't impact us as far as the rain goes, or what it already has before, but there are 60-mile-an-hour winds, which will cause some higher waves than normal. So if you're thinking of going to the beach, I would suggest going against it, wait for it to pass. And it's stationary. It's really not moving that much, so it will stay there for the next few days. So this is a map of the two hurricanes in place. This is Hurricane Maria down in the Caribbean, just past Puerto Rico. Its track is supposed to avoid the mainland U.S., which is very good, very fortunate. Just go off the coast, but it will cause bigger tides, larger waves. So again, if you're going to the beach, keep track of Hurricane Maria. Tropical Storm Jose, is off the coast of Massachusetts, as I previously mentioned. Again, no rain, but the winds that we're experiencing today are also because of it, and the waves will be a bit higher. And tune in later for the regional forecast.
So all of our thoughts are with Puerto Rico and any Rutgers alumni, students, or faculty that have family there or that are there right now. We hope that anyone who can send money or can send support for those out there in need.
Absolutely. I'm sure they'll definitely be collecting, cans of food and to help them out as well. So
we hope this show is being very informative to you, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
It's important to stay safe and be aware of your surroundings on and off campus. Need some tips on personal safety and how to look out for others?
Yes!
Well, you're in luck, because Night's Watch Safety Program is coming to Rutgers. The goal of this campaign is to focus specifically on physical safety, provide programming to change the misperception that Rutgers isn't a safe place, and educate students about the resources on campus. Here's some useful tips to stay safe. Lock your doors at all times, even when you're just going next door. Most thefts occur in less than 1 minute. Get to know your neighbors and people on your floor and building. This will make it easier to spot strangers. Take precautions when walking alone on campus, especially at night. Keep personal belongings in view while in class, the library, lab, etc. Don't update your Facebook or Twitter status with your location on it. Don't put where you live or any other personal information on your profile page. This makes it easier for thieves to track you. To learn more about the campaign, be sure to visit staysafe.rutgers.edu.
welcome back, Rutgers. I'm joined by Carrie Wilson from OffCampus Living and Community Partnerships. As an off-campus student myself, I can't wait to dive in and learn more. Good morning, Carrie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, thank you.
Well, it's great to have you here. So, Carrie, would you be able to tell me what is the Off-Campus Living and Community Partnership?
Sure. So we are a department here at Rutgers with 3 areas of focus. We are here to help students who are looking to move off campus or who currently live off campus know what their rights are as tenants and their responsibilities are as community members. We also work with all of our faith-based communities on campus, and we provide opportunities for all students, regardless of where they live, to get involved with local community service.
Wow, that's amazing. So Carrie, what are some of the programs offered by the off-campus living and community partnerships?
So we offer a variety of programs. We offer workshops to help students find housing off campus, again, to know what their rights are as tenants. We do good neighbor workshops, sort of getting students to understand what the art of neighboring means, you know, saying hello to people and things like that. We do programming to build community in the off-campus community, and then, as I said, we also do a lot of local community service.
That's great. I mean, I know as an off-campus housing, I'm always looking for a way to get involved on campus and off campus and volunteer work. So that's just, I'll make sure to like look for you guys afterwards. So Carrie, what is the Rutgers Food Pantry and how can students help?
The Rutgers Student Food Pantry is an on-campus food pantry for our student community, particularly for those students who are struggling with food insecurity. And the way that people can help us is to actually help get your friends in the door if they need help. So if you have a friend who lives down the hall who goes to every free event on campus where there's free food offered, that might be somebody who doesn't have enough money to eat, and so maybe they need, you know, help from our food pantry, or somebody who swipes into the dining hall at lunch and studies there all day through dinner to be able to eat 2 meals on one swipe. We want to make sure those people, if they need help, they're coming in the door and have access to our non-perishable items and toiletries. We also have a relationship with the New Brunswick Farmers Market, so we have access to fresh produce. We have a relationship with an off-campus food pantry where students can get access to frozen meats and other perishable products.
Very interesting. And for sure, I mean, usually the hardest thing for somebody to admit is that they need help, and so I will absolutely be sending any of my friends that I notice anything strange, then I'll send them your way. What if students are suffering from food insecurity and need to visit the pantry? Do you have any tips that you can offer them?
Absolutely. There's 2 things I want to offer. One, first of all, for students who are concerned about a friend, food insecurity isn't a sticker someone's going to wear that indicates that they're struggling with this. So you sort of have to pick up on some of those key little things that might come up that might seem out of the ordinary. And it is hard to come in and ask for help. So we really strive to create a really warm and welcoming atmosphere for students to come in. So if someone could just come in through the door, it's really hard to ask for help. So we just want them to come through the door, and once they come through the door, we're going to help them. We're going to make sure that everything they need is attended to, because a basic need every single human being has is food and shelter. And so if somebody's hungry, they're not able to be successful in the classroom. And so, like, at the end of the day, your job is to graduate from college, right? So my job is to help you get there. And so if somebody's hungry and they can't do well in the classroom, or they're having a hard time, with their roommate, or something along those lines, we want to make sure we have a holistic approach. So we're going to connect them with other resources on campus to make sure everything is being attended to. But if a student can just come into our office, they only need to bring their RUID. They don't need to show us any financial aid paperwork or anything like that. And they can say, I'm here to access the food pantry. We're going to verify they're a student, and then we're going to provide them with the goods.
That's amazing. That's such amazing work, honestly. So, Carrie, what is the Give Where You Live initiative?
Sure. So Give Where You Live is our local community service programming. So it's the idea that regardless of where you live, whether it's on or off campus, we spend a lot of time in New Brunswick. So we shop here, we socialize here, we sleep here. So how can we give back in a positive way and recognize we're not just a guest here, but we're actually part of the community? So we facilitate opportunities for students to get involved in local community service through our Semester of Service program. We also do programs like, we call it the Scarlet Night Team Up to Clean Up, where we do a lot of work with the city of New Brunswick to do litter reduction. So the Sundays after home football games, we have community cleanups, as well as other service days throughout the year to really look at litter in the city of New Brunswick and try to decrease the amount of impact on the community.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know that after game day, streets usually look a little bit messy,
Yes.
but it's great that you guys are out there and just, picking it up and just getting everything nice and neat for the rest of us. So, Carrie, what are some of the more important things Rutgers students should know about living off campus? Any tips that you can offer them?
Absolutely. So, we do a lot of programming around safety and security as well. So we want students to be aware of their surroundings and really create a community of care, watch out for one another. We also want students to understand that they are, not just guests here, as I said, but they're part of the neighborhood. They're part of the community. So who are their neighbors? Does a family live next door? Is there a child there? Having a social event on a Wednesday night, is that going to impact that child's ability to get up in the morning and go to school? You know, I want students to start thinking about those things and actually have conversations with the people who live next door to them. Give them your phone number so that if they do have a concern, they can call you and not the police. It's just really opening up lines of communication.
All right, Carrie, thank you so much again for coming. Do you have a place where students can get in touch with you guys?
Absolutely. So we have our website, which is ruoffcampus.rutgers.edu, but also we're located at 39 Union Street, which is on the College Ave campus, and anybody's welcome to pop in at any time. It's a really cute house. And we have Wi-Fi, so people can come and hang out.
I'll definitely be checking you guys out. Thank you so much, Carrie.
Thank you.
Yes. So I hope this was as useful for the other off-campus students out there as it was for me. There are plenty of different events and ways off-campus students can get involved. RUPA has a ton of great events. For example, take a look at the Scarlet Harvest with Morgan Ciani.
Hello Rutgers, I'm Morgan Ciani, and today I'm here on the gorgeous Douglas campus celebrating the turn of the fall season. We're here for RUPA's Scarlet Harvest, so let's go check it out and have some fall fun. So what are some of the activities that are here for students to participate in today?
So today, aside from the live music, we did have free food. We had a caricature artist and a tarot card reader come. We had a mechanical bull. We had a photo booth open for people to take cute photos with their friends. We had mason jar crafts that people could paint on. And lastly, we had fire pits for people to do s'mores.
Now, how would you say that the fall season has been represented here today?
Well, fall is my favorite season, and I just feel like being outside, being on Douglas first of all, and being on Woodlawn. I feel like the ambiance is just so fall right now. It's very folksy with the music, with the food, and just being on hay bales. I don't know. It's such a beautiful day right now, and I feel like it celebrates what fall is meant to be.
So what activities did you participate in today, and what was your favorite?
I painted a mason jar, I had a caricature drawn, and I got some food and some apple cider.
So what brought you out here to today's event?
I really wanted to ride the mechanical bull today. Just all the activities made me want to stay all day.
I did the painting and the pictures on the haystack.
Looking around and seeing, like, I think 2,000 people came out, and so just like seeing everyone come and just like be outside, that was probably my favorite part.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you had as much fun as I did celebrating the turn of the season. Until next time, keep painting the town scarlet and keep taking in everything Rutgers has to offer. I'm Morgan Ciani, RUTV.
Welcome back, Rutgers. It's a sunny week ahead. A beautiful day every day. Temperatures in the 80s. We have a football game on Saturday. It'll be beautiful then. Temperatures around 83, 84 degrees during the game. And it's a beautiful day to go sunbathing and read. After all, I heard that it makes you well read. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much. It looks like it's going to be a sunny, sunny week. I'm going to be sure to go outside and get that sun in right before fall hits.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's crazy weather, but I'm going to absolutely enjoy it, the last little bit of summer that we have left. So, yeah.
Exactly. So, well, Rutgers, that'll do it for today's episode.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network, or follow us on Twitter by searching @Wake Up Rutgers. We love hearing from you.
Thanks again for tuning in, and to Carrie for joining us. I'm Laura Palacio.
And I'm Jayne Chacko. Have a great day, Rutgers, and we'll see you on Monday.